All right, so in your notebook on the next new page, I want you to title it Atomic Math. Don't worry, it's not that scary. The hardest math you have to do for this is subtract. Uh-oh. This is probably what we're doing right now. Maybe I went a little bit ahead with you. Well, you might not have to. Okay, so this is a table that you're going to be creating to fill in the information for elements 1 through 20. Okay, so notice I have 1 through 6 up here. I didn't put 1 through 20 up here because I'm just going to get you started, and you're going to do the rest on your own for practice. All right? So I also have some very valuable information on the top. The atomic number tells you the number of protons. The atomic mass is the number of protons plus neutrons. Remember how I said the worst you're going to have to do is subtract? So if you subtract this atomic number from the atomic mass, you're left with the neutrons. Okay? And then the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons. You know why? Protons are positive, electrons are negative. They cancel each other out so that the atom can be neutral and be stable. So there's the same number of protons as there are neutrons because they cancel each other. So look at your periodic table. What is the first element? It's hydrogen. So what you're going to do is you're going to write hydrogen here. Don't worry, I'll give you some time to make your table in a second. Then you're going to put the symbol, what is it? H. The atomic number. Look at your key. Which one is the atomic number? It's the number above it, which is the number 1. The mass is the number below at the bottom. We round it. So what is it? It's also a 1. If the number of protons is the same as the atomic number, how many protons are there? 1. Okay. The neutrons. If the atomic number is 1 and the mass is 1, there's no neutrons. Hydrogen does not have any neutrons. It has a mass of 1 because all it has in its nucleus is 1 proton, and that's it. So neutrons are 0, and the number of electrons is the same as the number of protons because they cancel each other out. 1 electron. I'm going to do one more up here with you, and then I'm going to pause the video so that you can make the table. So let's do number 2 together. What's the name? Look at your periodic table. Now, it's funny because number 2 is all the way on the top of the other side. It's in the same row, but you have to jump all the way over. What's the symbol? He. What's the atomic number? 2. What's the mass? 4. Okay, the number of protons is the same as the atomic number, so there are 2. How many neutrons are there? If the mass is 4 minus the atomic number, there's 2 neutrons. And then the number of electrons is the same as the number of protons. All right, look, you want to check your work? The protons and the neutrons have to equal the mass. Because the mass, where is most of the mass of an atom? It's in the nucleus. The mass is the protons and the neutrons added together. So if there's 2 protons and the mass is 4, there has to be 2 neutrons also. All right, I'm going to pause. You can make your table, and then we will continue doing some more together before I have you do 20 on your own. Well, not 20, the ones that we have left, 220. All right, which element is next? Lithium. What's the symbol? This is like lithium batteries. Okay, what's the atomic number? 3. What's the mass? 7. Okay, the number of protons, same as the atomic number. 3. 3 plus what equals 7? 4. Because these two added together have to equal the mass. And then the number of electrons is the same as the protons so that their charges cancel out. So how many electrons? Okay, what's number 4? Beryllium. Spell it for me. Okay, Abby, spell it for me. IUM. Okay, what's the symbol? Be. What's the atomic number? What's the mass? 9. 4 plus what equals 9? 5. So there's 5 neutrons. Sorry, I jumped ahead. How many protons? 4, same as the atomic number. How many electrons? 4, because these two cancel each other out, the charges. Right, what's number 5? Boron. It's like moron with a B. What's the symbol? What's the atomic number? What? I see a pattern here, guys, don't you? The atomic number is just going up by 1 because that's how the periodic table is organized. Look at the proton column. Every element has one more atom, one more proton than the element before it. Okay, atomic mass for boron. 10 point what? It's 10.8, so it's 11. Okay, how many protons? 5. So now the neutrons. 5 plus what equals 11? 6. And 5 electrons. One more together. And then you're going to raise your hand if you need help so I can walk around and help people. Okay, number 6 is carbon. Symbol, C. Atomic number, atomic mass, number of protons, 6. Number of neutrons, 6. Number of electrons, 6. Guys, a lot of elements are the same number of particles straight across, but you have to be careful because not all of them are like that.